Hi there, Libra, Scorpio and Sagittarius. In this video, 3 cards each for the signs of Libra, Scorpio and Sagittarius. Please excuse the ordinary clothes. I've been somewhere ordinary today and I want to crack on with this because there isn't that much time to sort everything out. Using the Mantegna Tarot today for significator cards, and as nearly always, it's Tarot in Wonderland. So, what is the first card out for the sign of Libra? Oh, I'll get it one of these days. Right, first card out for Libra this week. It's the Ace of Wands. It's magical. It's happening in the moment. It's bright and it's burning. Unlike me, I suppose I'm happening in the moment in one way or another, but somehow feel less than bright today. But it's bright weather outside, and there is a thing to think about. Things are often a lot brighter than we realise. Okay, so Libra, this is the thing to remember, okay? Instead of just always trying to balance things, and I know you don't always try to balance things, but instead of seeking absolute contentment with things as they are, go forward, okay? Because that golden light is blazing, and once you've had the benefit of what this is bringing to you, which is pure alchemy, it really is, you will be able to get something done, something of great importance, because this is the Ace of Wands for you guys, Libra. So hang on to that thought. Do move forward with things, okay? There's a feeling here that energy has got a little bit stuck, and as I look at this card, the energy is most certainly going to get unstuck. That is the direction things are going in. And great to see a wand card right at the beginning there, Libra, because that really means things are going to be getting done. If they're not getting done already, maybe you're a bit tired, maybe you need a rest, but the action's waiting to happen there, so you might as well go for it. So let me ask my guide, what is the next card, please, in this reading for the sign of Libra, which I'm doing, by the way, around the autumn equinox of 2019, around late September, 21st of September. Right, so the middle card of this 3-card draw is also for Libra, 7 of Cups here. Now then, in the more traditional Rider-Waite vision of this, it's actually very similar. A lot of symbols, a lot of very impressive, very intriguing looking symbols, actually. But what do they mean? Alice doesn't know, and neither do I, to be quite honest, because they're never really explained in any of the tarot books. But there are the 2 candles here, and it's cups, you know, it's about longings and desires. And this is a card that suggests that maybe you could at some point have anything you want, but you're going to need to know what you want. You need to consolidate your ideas a bit there, Libra, in order to keep the flow of things going. But all things are possible, they really are, especially when you get the Ace of Wands at the beginning. That's a really powerful, significant card to have there as card number 1 in a reading. So, what is the 3rd card this week for the sign of Libra, please? And it is the Chariot. So you guys really are going places, yeah? The Ace of Wands says we're starting to go places. If we haven't started already, that is coming in, and the light is pure and gold. And this one then, number 7, the Chariot. This is really getting towards the 10 of completion. It's an awkward moment here, though, because Alice has been given the wrong tools for the job. So you will need to check that one a bit. But there's a spiritual journey going on, and somehow she's going to make it work. I don't think she would actually hit the ball with the flamingo, because she's a very kind girl. But you know what I mean. She'll put the flamingo somewhere safe, and she'll find a way of getting things done, because Alice is like that. Okie dokie, Libra, that's your 3-card tarot. Let's also do a Mantegna card. I don't call this a tarot deck exactly, because it only has 50 cards. It's a very, very early version of the tarot, which I cannot keep in my hands very easily. But there we go. At least that's meant one has fallen out, and it is errato for you guys, Libra, just to bring some more significance to everything. And for once, there isn't a musical instrument in this Mantegna card. They're quite big on that. What we have got here, though, I have to come up very close, is kind of a distant coastline. This character's obviously very high up in the mountains. The sea is right down there, and the sea is bringing good things in, but is this guy too far away from them? Are you sort of too busy? Not exactly being too busy is the wrong way to put it. Are you in a situation where just moving forward, there just seems no point in it? You're sort of up and out of the way and you're happy as you are? Well, you could be even happier if you keep moving forward. It really is a forward-moving reading, this one for you guys, Libra. Okay, but I'm going to leave it there at this moment, and we will move on to the sign of Scorpio. 3-card tarot for Scorpio in late-ish September 2019. And the first card for Scorpio, number 11, justice. Wow, it's all happening. Okay, and this shows balance coming in, and Librans would have loved that balance, I'm sure, but it can't be too far away if Scorpio's got it. So seeing the colours of seeing the world in colours of black and white can just get a little bit too much. In fact, it usually does get a little bit too much, because the world isn't actually all black and white. Everything changes from time to time, and people who do something bad might have done something good before. They might do something good again. It's good and bad. One person's truth is another person's lie. That's really what I'm saying here. But we've got a proclamation by the Queen, which I won't read out because it goes on at great length, but she's basically very full of herself and saying how gracious and magisterial she is as the Queen, and is giving out pardons. Okay, so you may get a pardon from someone, Scorpio, who probably had no business thinking you'd done anything wrong in the first place, but it can smooth the way, it can get things moving a fair bit for you guys. Okay, Scorp. So what is the middle card in this reading for the sign of Scorpio? It's number 14. It is the Temperance card. And we are looking at balance again. It's a real sort of balancey reading, this. Okay, so keep thinking about bringing things into balance. There's a lot more magic in this, though. We have the Caterpillar here. Now, he also appears as the Magician card, and he's got this hookah pipe thing that he likes to smoke there as well. And he sort of reminds us of the magical side of everything. And he is really showing Alice the magic in what's going on. So in seeing things in black and white, if by any chance you have been doing Scorpio, in seeing things in black and white, bear in mind that there's a spiritual element to everything, which is neither black nor white or anything else physical that we could ever contemplate or think about. Moving along, let's see, what is the middle card in this reading for Scorpio? No, sorry, what is the final card in this 3-card spread for the sign of Scorpio? And we will do a Mantegna card for you guys in a minute. But it's this one. It's the World. It's number 21 there. And Alice is well happy, well on top of her game. In some ways, she could have anything she wants. The only thing that could hold her back is trying to decide what would be for the best, which way to go. Is it spades, hearts, clubs, or diamonds? That's the question she's got to ask. When we see those symbols, it's a reminder of the playing cards. It's a reminder, really, that everything isn't exactly as it seems, and that there are more things to think about than we're actually seeing on the surface. Although that's not a terribly traditional meaning for the World card there. But you see the chessboard here, and in this deck, that always means there's some uncertainty. But she can have everything she wants. So maybe Scorpio, take a leap in the dark if that's the only thing that's holding you back. Think about what's holding you back. Think about that magic as well in the Temperance card there. And think about all the possibilities, which are absolutely endless for you guys, Scorpio. So, a significatory card for Scorpio as well, please. We'll go into the Mantegna with its 50 amazing silvery cards. And it's Grammatica, number 21. Self-expression comes into this one a great deal. This character is not a happy-looking soul, but she looks very lonely to me, Now, this is another thing that can happen when we try to get concrete results, or when we try to kind of put something that's happened or a thing into some kind of pigeonhole so it's in our own mental order, because it is good to have everything in a row that way. But we can just get too far away from reality with all that organisation, and I feel that that's what's happened here. So this is not just about speaking your truth. It's about the positive effects of that, because it kind of clears out the mindset from everything baffling and everything that's crazy going on. So we really are looking at, I'm always trying to tell you guys not to see the world too much in terms of black and white. There really is some black and white going on there. But again and again in this spread, Scorpio, you want to really be open to all the different possibilities, because I'm being told there are more possibilities open to most Scorpios than most Scorpios are seeing at the moment. So I will give you that with the love of my guide. I'm going to say thanks for watching, guys. We are actually coming on to the Sagittarius reading in a second. But before we do, I want to thank everyone who has subscribed, been watching the videos, been sharing them around. It makes a huge difference to be able to get the word out. There are coming up to 500 videos. It's like 470 something at the moment. Coming up to 500 videos on my channel at the moment. So do subscribe, tap that bell, and have a wander through all the readings there. If you're drawn to one, it's for you. It doesn't matter if it's not your star sign either. Okay, if you're actually drawn to one, it's you. Because the guidance of the spirit realms trumps anything else every single time. I am certain of that. Okay, Sagittarius, what cards have we got for you this week? And the first one out, number 16, the Tower. We are tantalizingly close to the 20 of a second level of completion, Sagittarius. And I say we because I too am a Saggy. Look at those rockets blasting off into space there. Great things are likely to happen when we see this, but it is the Tower of Destruction in so many ways. And it has more to do with fear than things actually going badly wrong. Because when it actually happens, no one is too bothered. Yeah, Alice thinks she's caused this terrible catastrophe by pulling the tablecloth off. It wasn't her fault though. She just happened to be there at the time that it happened. So if something big is happening for you guys, Saggy, perhaps people around you or somewhere in your environment, and you're starting to wonder, oh gosh, should I have done better with that? Not necessarily. It's different strokes for different folks. But that card says, don't blame yourself and don't think it's the end of the world, because it can't be, it won't be, and it isn't. Okie dokie. So what's the next card for the sign of Sagittarius this week? Please, it is the Two of Wands, and this shows that action is ready to happen. Yeah, you can see the action blowing in the wind there, blowing the ribbons that's attached to the two wands of Alice's there, and we can see the abundance of nature with these white flowers growing down here, and they are kind of lily coloured, and lily is so supposedly the colour of death. It's a controversial one, but look, there's some nice red flowers there as well. They don't show it brilliantly well on camera, but there they are. It's almost a rosy scene, but she doesn't know it. She's thinking, oh no, which way shall I go? All the confusion of the chessboard is behind her. She's not even looking at that. So look around you, Sagittarius. Okay, something is being missed there, and that something is holding you back from making the progress which is all around you and all around me, because I'm a Saggy at this very moment in time. Okay, so what is the third and the outcome card in this reading for the sign of Sagittarius, please, which we are doing late September 2019, and it's the Two of Cups. Right, so things are happening, things are positive. We've got no idea what's coming. It's coming from a magic flying teapot in the sky. You guys have no idea how many of these readings that I do come from a magic teapot flying in the sky. Most of them do, in fact. And so there are great things you can accomplish. There are great things you can do. Even, you know, something as lowly as running a YouTube channel will get some help coming in from the universe when we see this card. It is very positive indeed, because it's not just the two characters here, it's the divine inspiration that's coming into them. It's the divine inspiration that makes us what we are and keeps us moving when we're on the spiritual path. Okay, Saggy, so what is also what is also going on? That's what I was going to say. Let's go into the Mantegna, which looks like this from the back, and sometimes like this for the front, because some of the cards actually have two meanings on them. Let's have a shuffle and say, give us a Mantegna card, please, for a bit of 15th century mystic signification in this reading for the sign of Sagittarius. And we've got Merchadante. Merchant, it means. Yeah, it's got the different languages at the four corners of the cards, Lo Scarabeo style. It is number 4, so it's a nice square number actually, and it shows that good progress is happening and that we have every chance of achieving our goals, but we may not achieve them straight away because there is a bit of a journey from that number 4 to get up to any level of completion. But things are moving, things are ticking over. It's looking good, and it's going to stay looking good as far as I can tell when this card comes in. No promises, of course, different strokes for different folks. But believe me, if you keep focusing on the idea that things are going to be good and that things can be good, then they can be and they will be. So much of the world around us is telling us constantly, particularly on the television, particularly just about anywhere in the media, and I'm so sad to say it, particularly on YouTube, which used to be such an organic thing of kind of people just sharing their lives. It's really, really becoming quite a lion's den on here at the moment. Kind of, I was moaning about funeral adverts last week. They've stopped showing me funeral adverts now. They must have been listening on the whatever they listen with, and now they're showing me something. Oh yes, the iPhone 11. Because they think I'm going to want an iPhone 11. Well, you know, I could sell my house to get a phone, but I don't think I will. Meanwhile, have a fantastic week, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Thumbs up, please, if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe and tap that bell so you don't miss anything. Check out my channel. Loads and hundreds of readings on there. And some of the live mediumship sessions that I did earlier this year. Those are coming up again pretty soon, actually. I've got a plan, and I'm going to try and make sure it works this time. So have a fantastic time. I'll be along soon with more readings. Leave me a comment, we'll share the journey, and I'll see you soon. Peace.